Have you ever had one of those completely random encounters that just stayed with you long after it was over? Like it wasn't planned or it wasn't anything big, but somehow it changed your entire day. I've been noticing that God has been using people in the most unexpected ways lately with me, whether it's to encourage me, to teach me something, remind me of his goodness, or simply just to help me shift my focus. This was another one of those moments, and I wanted to share it with you because I think there's a lesson in it for all of us. I was heading into physical therapy one morning. I wasn't feeling bad or depressed, I was just feeling blah. You know, those mornings where you don't necessarily want to do what you know you need to do. Anyway, so I pulled into the parking lot and another couple parked beside me. We all started walking toward the building together. Then the man caught up with me, and right away I noticed something about him. He was just bright, happy, and full of joy. It was almost like it was contagious. He smiled at me, spoke to me, and even commented on my smile. Then out of nowhere, he starts just praising God for the day, for the beautiful morning, and all of that. And he laughed and he said, there are a lot of evil spirits out here. So, I got to be happy and joyful because you just never know. We both just laughed. I looked at him and I just said, Amen, sir. Then I just kind of started adding to his praise. I said, yeah, you never know what's out here. You just got to stay prayed up and keep on praising him. And when I said that, that was all it took. His excitement immediately went up another level. Then he looked at me and he said, hold on now. I'm getting ready to pass the microphone to you so you can preach. We both started laughing. I was like, oh my goodness. I told him, sir, it's a beautiful day. Because by then, my whole demeanor had changed and I was so thankful. He agreed that it was a beautiful day and we wished each other a wonderful day and then went our separate ways into our appointments. That interaction probably lasted a couple of minutes, but it became one of my favorite moments of the day. The amazing thing is, I wasn't expecting anything. I was just thinking about my own schedule, thinking about how I got to go to work, blah, 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 nothing special. Just living my normal day. Then suddenly God interrupted my thoughts with some joy. That little conversation just completely shifted my mood. It was amazing how that worked. So instead of staying in that blah feeling, I decided to lean into the joy and just enjoy that moment. This set the tone for me the rest of the day. Now, the more that I think about it, I've had several unexpected interactions with people over the past few months. Sometimes it's a complete stranger or someone I know, but I don't really know that well. Maybe like a coworker. Those conversations always seem to come at just the right time. Sometimes they distract me from worrying about something I don't even need to be worrying about. They remind me how blessed I am. Maybe even teach me something that I need to teach me something that I need to hear, or just simply just to make me laugh. Every time I experience one of those situations, I find myself asking, "What just happened?" At first, I thought it was just coincidence, and now I don't think so. I believe God is using these moments and these people every day. Sometimes He uses us without us even realizing it. That man probably has no idea what his joyful spirit did for me that day. He may never know, but God knows. I don't even know what our conversation did for him, if it did anything. Maybe it encouraged him too, confirmed something, or, I don't really know. But what I do know is what it did for me. It reminded me that God knows exactly what I need when I need it and why I need it. I think part of the reason why these moments stay with me is because they're so unexpected, because I'm completely focused on something else. Like I may be thinking about work, other responsibilities, my schedule, whatever I'm worrying about. Then God allows someone to step in my day. It's like God is saying, hey, look up for a second. That surprise is what makes the impact so memorable. And it's like hitting the reset button on my thinking. It made me wonder how many times I've been that person for someone else without even realizing it. Could it have been as simple as a smile or a compliment, a whole conversation with someone? Maybe God wanted to use me to encourage someone who desperately needed it. Maybe they could have been having one of those blah moments too, like I was having. We never really know what someone else is carrying. That's why I want to become more intentional about being available to God, for God to use me, even in small ways. The smallest interaction can become the biggest blessing to someone. God doesn't always work through these huge dramatic moments. Sometimes he works through conversations in the parking lot, through strangers or coworkers, through smiles and laughter, even giving someone encouragement. Those little moments remind me that he's paying attention and is involved in my everyday life. Also, if he's willing to do that for me, he can do that same thing for you. So don't overlook the ordinary moments. They may be more divine than you realize. Have you ever had a random conversation or an unexpected encounter that completely changed your day? Tell me about it in the comments. And if this video encouraged you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.